Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. We made it to the end of a long week. At least it was for me. I'm very excited to get into today's show. We have a lot of fun stuff to talk about. KD is not mad at KYRIE, which is a good thing. And can't wait to hear what you guys think about Zion's new look. But before we get into all that, make sure you hit that subscribe button, that notification bell. Give this video a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. Pay attention if you're in class. And now here's the rest of the Fumble Squad. I'm Jackie Ray. You can follow me on all things social media at J Ray the Fanatic.
It's your boy Chris. You can find me everywhere at CK2K. And with the way you said Zion's new look, you made it seem like he got some new glasses or a new hairdo. I don't think we're going to be talking about his new look like that.
Facts, like, oh, he's got a whole lace front now, and there's nothing like that is happening. I might have been a little bit extra, but, you know, the proper way, though. So, you know, it is what it is, but I'm excited to get to Friday. Y'all know it was a really long, excruciating week for me. I just got my suitcase back.
Dang! God, Southwest didn't. They, whoo boy.
Right. And I had to pay for parking to get it. So it's this whole thing. But anyway, I'm finally getting back to normal. Have no plans for the weekend, but to zone out. Chris, what about you?
Well, the basketball season beginning, so I have a few shows I'm doing on Sunday, but same thing. I'm just taking this weekend off, just enjoying the time off, try to catch up.
Yes, for sure. So let's get ready. Yeah, you know what? So I thought about that, but then I went back and re-listened to LeBron's spoiler, and I was like, if he thinks the end is trash, why am I going to watch this? Is the end trash? Just yes or no?
I'm with you. I don't know. I'm with you. I haven't seen it yet. That's what I was saying, because we both ain't got nothing. So I guess you should watch Squid Game. We could probably talk about next week. Yeah.
Okay. Yes,
I think I'm going to start it.
I'll binge. How many episodes are there? Tell us in the chat. So maybe I can just binge watch it. I literally plan on getting comfortable on my couch and just getting up to go to the bathroom, and that's it. So let's get into our first need to know news, because I'm actually really, really excited that this is the take that he is giving. So I'm proud of KD in this moment. And let me just say, for those of you guys who saw my stand-up yesterday and seem to be completely clueless, y'all got to start watching stories to the end, because I'm gonna come for you in the chat if you only watch the first minute, because I can tell. But I'm still on Team KYRIE at this moment, and I actually have completely changed my perspective on it because of what we now know about the police officers and the medical staff. It just doesn't seem fair when they can have exemptions and KYRIE can't. So I'm actually on team right now. He needs an exemption because it just doesn't make any sense. So I'm not at all surprised, given all the information that we now know that's happening in New York, that KD is taking this, I'm not mad at him at all position. So take a listen to what he said, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, I guess why aren't you upset?
Because we still get to do what we love to do every day. We still get the opportunity to play. This is not the ideal situation coming into the season, but some of this out of our control. So what we can do is come in and focus on our jobs every single day. And what is being mad going to do? We're not going to change his mind. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we'll let him figure out what he needs to do, and the team figure out, what they need to do. And us as players, when we in the locker room, we on the floor, we're going to work with each other. So, life is amazing. So I can't be too mad at somebody making a decision for themselves. That's who am I to get upset at that, So just focus on what we got in this locker room. And when Kai's ready, I'm sure he'll talk to Joe and Sean, and they'll figure that out, and they'll tell us. So until then, we're going to keep grinding.
I love that. I mean, it's the right answer. I thought it was exactly what he should say. I didn't grab any of those tweets because I was just kind of annoyed with people, but people were saying, he left the Warriors after an emotional decision, and now here he is not getting emotional. But that's a little different situation to me. At that point, now you're on the court with people that you develop kind of a toxic situation. So I don't know if I would say KD is necessarily changed. As much as him and KYRIE seem to have a much better relationship. And the pandemic is not something any of us can control, like he said. So what do you think about his take on the KYRIE situation?
Oh no, I had no problem with it. I know, probably expecting me to say otherwise, but I honestly had no problem with this at all. If anything, I agree. You know, what the hell can KD do about it? Was he going, hey man, we need you, man? No, it's his beliefs, and like I said, you know, they're truly best friends. Like it's not just for sure, no, just for show. Excuse me. So I guarantee you that, you know, he's just letting him do what he needs to do, and KD has the right mentality. Even though I do want to see this, you know, burn up in the Nets' face. At the same time, as a basketball fan looking at this, it's the right mentality. You got to look at what's going on right now, what you have, and go forward with that. And if Kyrie Irving, you know, gets that shot halfway through the season, in the next week, tomorrow, whatever the case happens, and he's playing with them, then figure it out then. But as for right now, no use literally crying over spilled milk, because this is the situation you're given. Now, what are you going to do with this? So, yeah, I was expecting KD to say this, and I don't have a problem with this take at all.
Yeah, I don't either. Of course, the fans were split right down the middle, which makes sense to me because it seems as a country we're split right down the middle as well. So this first guy, and when I tell you this man had like 13 tweets, basically reformatting this exact tweet, it was ridiculous. But he said, Kyrie looked that man in the eye, promised him success, good times, 2 max contract. KD left the greatest team ever assembled. That's subjective. Battled through his rehab to get back on the court on Kyrie's word, and this is how he does a brother. Wouldn't shake his hand with a broke hand. There's a lot to unpack in that comment. This man is just, he has to be a Nets fan, and he's just mad about this situation. Has to be what's happening right now. There's no way, because that's a lot. It sounds like he's taking this very, very personal, and I don't think any of us should take what Kyrie is doing personal. But I do like this next tweet a little bit as well, because it's just, again, it kind of shows how split we are as a country, and says, we're mad at you, not him. You should be standing with your teammate and everyone else. If you said, I'm not playing until he's allowed to play, he'd be back tomorrow, because they'd back down instantly. Be a real man and do the right thing. There's pieces of that I'm not mad at, because historically speaking, that has been my stance. When the Colin Kaepernick situation happened, I was very disappointed in players for not standing with Colin Kaepernick, because they would have gotten results much quicker. The same thing, you could say that here. Because again, there's a double standard in New York, like it or not. There is a double standard.
That's in New York. A fact. I'll give you that. Right.
Mm-hmm. That needs to be addressed. And if you're a player sitting back and you're looking at this double standard, and you guys decide, hey, we're going to squash this double standard for our brother out here who's being a victim of this, come on, they would make a move for it. Whether or not that's their responsibility, I'm not arguing that, but I'm saying if they took that stand with him, we could squash this really quickly.
I don't know. No, because you're right. With the Kaepernick situation, I completely agree with. But in something like this, where players just probably they agree that they need to take the vaccine, and the vaccine is probably the right idea. I understand what you're saying as far as standing with him, being allowed to play, because the exemption for some is not for all, and Kyrie Irving is getting the brunt of it, and he's being pointed at and laughed at and pulled in all kinds of directions. So I get what you're saying. It's just, I don't know. I mean, as a Knicks fan, sure. Like, for all, I want to see what, I'll let it ride. Have everybody go. James Harden, Kevin Durant, go in there, ride with it, see what happens. Because I don't know if they would fold. I don't think they would. Because of Adam Silver and everybody upstairs, I think that they would not ultimately fold because of that. But I don't know. I hear it. I just think that it's different in the sense that some people actually do believe in the vaccine and are okay with taking the vaccine, and they're just like, you know, I think we have enough talent here that we can go forward without Kyrie, but I'm also not going to sit here and be mad at Kyrie if we don't have a good season, because that's my brother and I respect his decision. So I'm okay with KD not missing games in behalf of Kyrie. I think what he said is enough support that Kyrie needs. Now, as far as and because the media, like I saw the chat say, the media is here trying to get bites out of these players. Like, why aren't you mad about it? Like, are you mad? Why aren't you mad? But no, that's nice, KD. But are you mad? Like, what are you trying to get out of me? Like, no, KD, I think said the right thing. So, I don't think he has to go all the way in having to sit out for Kyrie, because I think, you know, this is a different kind of situation. But I get what you're saying. I just don't know if it has to go that far, personally.
Yeah, I'm not saying he should. I don't have a dog in this race. Whatever they do in Brooklyn, I'm cool with. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I understand what that user is saying, because especially if I lived in New York and I'm sitting back, and I would probably feel this way if I had a regular job, if I just worked in regular corporate America and my corporate job is forcing me to get vaccinated, but medical workers who deal directly with people aren't forced to get vaccinated. That would bother me. And I would want people to rally with me, whether or not they did. I would want people to rally with me if I'm fully vaccinated. For those of you guys who are wondering,
and I want them to get educated on that, and then they can start using that in their press conferences. Still play like James Harden, KD, like these guys, like while they're trying to, be with Kyrie in this, they can be like, well, look. Why is it the case that so-and-so, and then fill in the blank and educate the people that do not know that in the media? Like, they can do it that way, but still play. And I feel like that should be the next step. And like we mentioned with Kyrie in his live, like he didn't really give us a lot of anything. So maybe educate himself, or at least let us know more about what you are holding out on us behind the scenes. Because you had to find that information out on CNN or Fox, or I don't remember which one he was. I think you said CNN. Yeah, right. I apologize. But so that's what I'm saying. So like, I think that there's so many other ways that they can still go out there and support Kyrie while making sure that they are going to the task at hand, and that's competing for a championship. Again, that's not the Knicks Chris talking. That's just the unbiased CK talking. If it were me, everyone sit out. Why the hell not? Kumbaya in front of Barclays and wait until something happens. I say you should try that idea, guys.
Yeah, and I agree with Kevin Lang in the chat. It's unfortunate for Kyrie because 96% of the players are vaccinated. Kyrie is just one person, and we're on him. And then I got to show you this headline. Like I told you, I wake up with the Washington Post, New York Post, and CNN. And the Washington Post posted this, and I didn't even read this article because it infuriated me. It says, opinion: Kyrie Irving's self-pitying refusal to get vaccinated is pathetic and dangerous.
Here it comes. Sorry, I'm sorry.
The fact that you can call somebody's whatever people want to do with regards to their body is not pathetic.
Right.
I don't care. I'm fully vaccinated. If he feels strongly about the fact that he doesn't want to get vaccinated, that is his body. It is his opinion. I met a white couple in the airport that moved to Oklahoma because they didn't want to have their children vaccinated. And in Denver, you have to have your children vaccinated to go to school. Not only were they applauded for that, the job that they had in Denver made accommodations so they could get to Oklahoma. But this is what I'm talking about. There's a difference in how we see people. When we take that kind of stance, we're pathetic and selfish and ignorant. But when they take this stance, it's like, you know what? I don't agree, but that's your right. Let me empower you. And for the Washington Post to be the publication that it is and put that out there like that is embarrassing. And I think that writer needs to
take the next step. And take the next step, Jackie. This is the Washington Post. Doesn't Washington have their own player that's going through the same thing? Is he not being pathetic for not taking the vaccine? And Bradley Beal, like, that's what I'm saying. They missed the mark entirely with this trying to jump on the wavelength of let's point fingers and pick on Kyrie Irving kind of thing. I completely agree, but it's just funny who it came from. When y'all dealing with the same thing, it's just y'all mandate. You don't have a mandate, so it's not the same. Like, I don't know. That's whack to me.
Bradley Beal's not vocal about it. Bradley Beal isn't. He doesn't
have to be, unfortunately, from Kyrie.
His name is. I mean, we talk about him a lot as far as why he stays there, but he's not. His name isn't as big as Kyrie. So I'm really disappointed in the Washington Post, and that is a subscription service, monthly subscription. So guess who turned off her monthly subscription today? Anywho,
I'll do you one further. Guess who never had a monthly subscription? I got you. All right, Washington.
All right, that's all I got for news today. Chris, can you take us into the post up?
Yes, we got some good ones here in post up with your boy Chris on this fine Friday. And you know what? I love being wrong. I really do. Honestly, like in some instances, that's not true. I don't always love being wrong, but in some instances, I say it all the time. I hope I'm wrong. You hear me say it all the time. And this was one of those instances where I'm glad I was wrong because I have to do with my man Lavar Ball and Triple B's 2 days ago. We said, it wasn't even 2 days. I think it was yesterday. We sat here talking about the brand new Triple B shoes that are dropping. And cool. I'm glad that they're continuing to make shoes, but it was the pricing yet again that had us worried and had us like, yo, this is not the move. Well, Lavar Ball made his video right on time the very next day to let us know that those things sold out. Lavar, take it away, big guy. LeVar, don't leave me hanging, dog. We was roommates. I'm telling you, if it don't come out, I got a LeVar Ball impression. I can do it. It's all good. So let me know if I need to pull the LeVar Ball impression.
He doesn't have it. Yeah, do the impression.
All right. Well, I guess we're doing the impression. Well, basically, LeVar Ball. There it is. There he goes.
Thank all you guys for supporting the Big Baller brand and the Ball family. I got to show much love to all that, man. Especially, you YouTubers out there that got love for the Ball family and Triple B's. But you haters, you know who you are. You ain't gonna like this. The Triple B, I told you so shoes, sold out.
Jeez.
Oh, I love it. Sold out. That's the bad news. The good news is the Big Baller is getting another 100 pair the day after Thanksgiving. At 12 a.m., another 100 pair will be here.
For how much?
I didn't think it was going like that, but I got more people behind me than you haters. Love it, Triple B style. I told you so. And the only reason, I'm going to tell you something else, you haters. My shoe ain't going to never be in Target, TJ Maxx, Walmart.
That's your problem.
Because I'm the owner and I won't allow that. See, that's what
Because I'm the owner and I won't allow that. Look, man, but he sold it out. But I said it. And he mentioned it in the video. He said YouTubers. I'm telling you, celebrities got their little piece of Triple B's because they got connections now. They got a little bit of Rock Nation there. They got a little bit of Clutch now with them, so they gonna help them get their sales. Maverick went and got himself a pair just to support LeVar because his clients there. Jay-Z, who bought a few pairs of the initial trash shoes. He probably got himself a pair just to support the brand. That the big names bought that first batch. YouTubers bought the first batch. So I'm surprised that they sold out, but I'm also not entirely surprised that he was able to sell the shoe. Now, mind you, it was just the I told you so versions. He didn't say anything else about the other ones because there was multiple colorways. And he was only talking about the I told you so. But the big part about that is those are the ones that was going for $900. $895 in Lavar Ball speak. But what are you gonna say? So I know you're not liking this though. Why are you not liking it? He sold them out. Don't matter if we bought them. He sold them out. Get the business.
There's a couple. Hold on. Because there's a couple things. Because I'm that friend. You know what I mean? I have two friends. I hope they're not watching this show because they're gonna know who they are. But I'm just gonna tell. I've said this to you, so don't trip. But I have two friends that are in the T-shirt business. And I have purchased a T-shirt from both of them. And I have told them these T-shirts are not good. You need to go back to the drawing board and start again. But I am that friend. I am that friend that if you're trying, because I'm all about, supporting my friends, especially Black businesses. So I am that friend. I'm not going to ask you to give me one. I'm going to buy it from you because I do want to plant a seed into your business and help. So I can see people doing that, but I'm not about to tell you to go out here and sell this trash T-shirt for $24 when that's not what it's worth. You know what I mean? And so that's the problem. Because yes, I do believe you can have a circle of friends that love you and are supporting you and want to see Black businesses grow. So therefore, they are going to purchase something from you, but there's no longevity in that. They're not going to buy all of your things.
That's true. Yeah.
And if you want your business to grow, you have to produce a product that people outside of your circle, outside of YouTubers and celebrities want to buy, and he does not have that. I'm not hating because I want him to succeed. I told you I went to try to buy his slides, and when I saw how much they was, I was like, he tripping. I can't do it. But he needs to think about that. He has yet to produce a product that people will buy as a whole, and not these celebrities in this small circle of people. That's all I'm saying. I want him to succeed, though. Let me be clear.
No, the longevity part is the big part. Like right now, he has it. He can make his post. He can say that I told you so. It fits the brand perfectly. But when that next 100 come out, I don't know if those ones will sell it as well. But we can stay tuned. Don't let me down on you. But like I said, when it comes to Lavar Ball, I am perfectly fine being wrong because I do want to see him succeed. But Jackie brings up a very good point. Will this be something that continues, or you could continuously sell $900 pairs of shoes every time you restock them? I don't know if that's the case because YouTubers ain't gonna keep buying them over and over again. These celebrities ain't gonna keep buying them over and over again. So, very good point. Very good point. All right, so from a good point to maybe okay point. John Collins of the Atlanta Hawks. He's feeling really confident about his Hawks. Now, mind you, they did have a nice run in the playoffs last year. Being a Knicks fan, I was victim number one of them. You saw them go through Philly. They had a good run. They just could not get past the Bucks to get to the NBA Finals. But with the whole Kyrie Irving situation going on, John Collins and the Hawks feel confident that they can go all the way this year because, or they can have a high seed in the regular season this year because of some teams up top. He thinks that the Hawks can compete with anybody. He said this quote, and I want to hear what you guys have to say about it. But John Collins saying this. I hope I got this one. There it is. He said, I definitely feel like we can get to the finals. The East is loaded. Not to say we don't want to see Kyrie play, but it helps us when we don't have to see a guy like Kyrie on the court. This is what John Collins said about the Hawks. Now, mind you, he's probably feeling himself after their little blowout win yesterday of the Miami Heat, in which they played not one rotational player. But, you know, when you win, you feel a little bit into yourself. And they did have a good playoff run. I'm not going to hate. You know, I'm not a scoring Knicks fans can sit here and say it was a fluke. They played well. They outplayed us. They won. They outplayed the Sixers. They won. So they're a good team. But will it continue? We don't know. But for this comment, let's just say I'm just gonna say let's just wait and see. I'm still having the Hawks as a tier 2 team in the Eastern Conference, but I'm taking the wait and see approach. But I love the confidence. I appreciate confidence coming from any player about their team, especially going into the next season. So John Collins, we'll see, my guy. We'll see. Now, this is the one that I'm sure everybody has been waiting for. As you can see by the thumbnail and from the title, it is Zion Williamson. I have some conspiracies after taking a few more ponders at this photo. But without further ado, let me show you the initial tweet and photo right here. As you can see, the top photo is the 2021 Media Day, and the bottom photo is his rookie year Media Day photo. Allegedly. I have some thoughts on this one. And I say allegedly because then I also saw this post out. If you look down in the replies, we had this post come from somebody else who was also shedding some light on a different picture that also came from that rookie year media day. This too is from the rookie year media day, and it looks not as big, but still looks a little similar to the top picture than the bottom picture. He says pick from 2019 media day. Obviously has a few more pounds on him now, but not nearly what this guy's photo is making it seem. And then I thought to myself, I'm like, you know what? Looking at that first photo, it does look familiar. Now, I couldn't find an exact source. Maybe it got deleted off the face of the internet. But I believe that second photo is, in fact, Photoshop. That looks like Zion going into Duke rather than going into the Pelicans. And I think that it was Photoshop. Now, I was trying to look for that exact same picture. I saw similar ones, but it wasn't the exact same picture. So I couldn't fully go into this conspiracy. But I believe that picture is not even of him in the Pelicans uniform. I think that is Photoshopped of him from when he was at Duke. I could be wrong, but that photo looks like Duke Zion, not Pelicans Zion. What do you think, Jackie Red? Is your guy Zion?
Yeah, I do agree with you because he slimmed down a touch by the time he got to the Pelicans. He was a little, but then he got heavy again. So
yes,
it's hard to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's hard to say. But that bottom picture to me is the one I thought you was going to say was Photoshopped because I'm like,
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. The bottom picture is the one I think is Photoshop. I think that's from Duke. I don't think that's the Pelicans. I think that was Photoshop to make that picture look like make the meme blow up even more.
Yeah, because the amount of discipline that you have to have, not only in the gym but with your diet, is a lot. And as far as I know, he's still working with the team nutritionist. So I don't see. I just don't know. I need to see him do an interview standing up before I really believe that he's lost this kind of weight, or a workout, you know, before he starts doing, because y'all know once y'all do, all your muscles flare up so you can make it look a certain way. So I don't know. I mean, I definitely want to believe that he is disciplined enough for that. But that was my main question from day one.
No, Jackie, you're seeing a reverse. The bottom picture is rookie and top is today. So there's what the post is trying to say. Yes, and the post is trying to say is that he is not losing weight and that he is putting on more pounds now than when he came into the NBA. So the top one is today, and I'm saying that this bottom one is Photoshopped. Like I don't even think that is his rookie year photo. I think that's from Duke, but the top one is real.
I've never seen Zion that ripped ever as the bottom. So the bottom one's definitely Photoshopped then.
I think that's Photoshopped too. Yeah. But now the top one, he's not. It's nice what you're saying, but no. The problem is he put on too much weight, and that top photo is today's photo.
Okay, but didn't a month ago we heard a report that he was on some sort of diet and working out really hard?
And then we saw him in his press conference walking away looking like Charles Barkley. Yep. LeBron, talk to us, LeBron. Let us know, man. I'm seeing the mug, and LeBron, he has to take a gander in the mirror, like, man, I'm trying to talk to this kid.
More like a cow, though, over here, though, instead of.
That's so fun. See, we talk about thick Zion. That goat thick too, boy.
Man, yes. And I'm concerned about this because I really want him to succeed. Yeah. And I just think that level of weight, I don't know. I'm concerned. Yeah.
I think he's notched. I think the chat was confirming too. I think he's notched at like 270 right now, 275, something like that. It's too big. But hopefully when he comes back healthy, maybe brings down the run. I don't know what to tell y'all.
I agree with Mike Glock. He's too young to be gaining that kind of weight right now because it becomes the older you get. Everybody in the chat can testify to this. Who's older, it become harder to lose weight. I've never had that problem, but my friends say it's hard to lose weight once you get to a certain weight. So, oh God, it's not good on the knees. It's not good on the ankles, but we'll see. Maybe it's just, I don't know. I have no idea, but it's not a good look. But I think that this meme is over embellished a little bit, just a little tad bit too much. Because that second photo, I don't think that was how that's not a real photo from rookie year. I refuse to believe it. Can't find it anywhere. You're making it up. But from Zion Williamson, we go over to Ben Simmons. Now, I've been on record saying that some of the younger teammates on the Sixers are cool with Ben Simmons. Like I said, they worked out with him. I saw a whole video where we saw Matisse, we saw Shake, we saw a bunch of Sixers players. But one name I did not mention was Jackie's favorite player that's on the Sixers, Danny Green. Now, Danny Green has openly said, Danny Green has been open saying that he's a little frustrated with the situation, and then even took it a step further and dropping pretty much being real. I don't see anything wrong with it. Some Laker fans were very upset with Danny Green say what he had to say, but I thought was very truthful, but it might be disrespectful in some people's eyes. I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. But Danny Green said this about Ben Simmons returning, saying that basically we're not asking him to shoot jump shots. Just come in, be a pro, and do your job. If he apologizes, cool. And that's basically all he's expecting from Danny Green. Now, I don't know about you, Danny. I know you're his vet and whatnot. I'm asking him to take jump shots. If I was a vet on the team, I would ask him to take jump shots. I'm not asking him to be shooting threes all over the place, but if you have a mid-range shot where they leave you open, I'd appreciate you shooting the shot. If you are open at the three, I'd appreciate you shooting the shot. That's what I would ask. But Danny Green, that's your opinion, not mine. But do you think that Danny Green has no business talking when it comes to Ben Simmons right now, or do you think that Danny Green is right, but he missed the mark? Like, what's your thoughts about this, Cole? Because I know I know Danny Green's your guy. I have to hear your opinion on this. I want to know who asked Danny Green anything. Like, what did he just say this?
That's what all the responses said. And I purposely did not bring any responses in here because I'm like, I guarantee you this is word for word what Jackie's going to say. So I want to hear it from her and not from these responses. And boom, first thing you said.
Who's walking up to him saying, so Danny Green, I'd love to get your opinion. Who did that? I need to know that.
Oh, that's see, I'm so glad I got no response because that's exactly what I wanted. Yep. I don't know, man. Anyways, Ben Simmons is reportedly going to be back. I don't know what's going to happen. Season starts next Tuesday. The saga continues for the Sixers. But let's jump over to football because we had ourselves a little spicy moment after last night's game with the Eagles and the Bucks. Basically, another game where I see another team fail me in trying to beat the Buccaneers for me. I just need somebody to just take the Buccaneers off their high horse, but whatever.
I know you didn't think that was going to be the Eagles.
I'm a Jalen Hurts fan. I'm a Jalen Hurts fan. I'm believing in Jalen. It's not his fault. That coach don't know how to coach right now. He making Jalen play like he's Tom Brady, throwing every play like they don't ever run. I don't know. This neither here nor there.
Oh wait, I know this ain't. But Jalen last night, and I dozed off a couple times because that game was kind of trash. But
I changed the channel. You better than me.
He was holding on to the ball way too long. That's not a coaching problem.
That's the problem because he doesn't run the ball and he keeps putting Jalen because it's getting predictable. Like the defense just has to stay tight on the receivers, and poor Jalen ain't got nobody to throw to because they're never running the ball. They never use Miles Sanders. So then poor Jalen out here getting killed. That we saw that with Justin Fields, and then the very next game they ran the ball and Justin Fields was better. I just don't understand that, coach. Nick.
One time they used Miles. I don't know if you had changed the channel by then, but by that point they hadn't used Miles the whole game, and they used Miles one time in the whole crowd. He got 4 yards, and then people
crowd went crazy.
I was like, wow.
Yep. Yeah, it's just bad coaching. Anyways, this has something to do with Jalen Hurts. Orval said it has to do with Derek Barnett and Tom Brady. And as you know, these two were, they faced off in that Super Bowl matchup years ago. But now the love seems to still there's no love lost here. Or is that the right phrase? I don't know what the right phrase is. Basically, they still hate each other. And here's this clip.
Brady went incomplete interception on that series, but look at what goes on between Brady and Barnett.
So petty, bro.
Very funny. And then here comes the center, Ryan Jensen. He's not going to put up with that, I promise you. And I was talking to Tom Brady about Ryan Jensen. He's a hothead. He's got a lot of personal fouls.
I like Brian Jensen too. I can't stand that team, but that dude's about that action. Like, he's the kind of center a quarterback wants, because he is about that life. He out there getting those like exactly what Trey was about to say. That man has one of the most personal fouls of any lineman I've seen in the NFL. This dude does not care. That's the perfect center for Tom Brady. But yeah, it was a fun moment right there. Didn't mean nothing because they were losing at the moment. So Derek Barnett.
Where he come, get gone now, get on somewhere. Like, I just wanted somebody to have like
Southern accent. Yeah. Go on. Go on, you leave him alone now. Go on, you leave him alone now. Go line back up. Go leave him alone now. All right, but yeah, from that disrespect to this disrespect, and this one, I'm not a fan of this. I mean, I like the idea; it's creative. But then I saw some of the names on your little tombstone, Mr. Myles Garrett. I had a little bit of beef, but Myles Garrett had a really cool decoration for Halloween. It was really dope. He has the tombstones of all. It looked like all the quarterbacks that the Browns were facing this year. But my thing is, you lost to a few of these quarterbacks, including my favorite quarterback, Mr. Justin Herbert. You don't put that Herbie tombstone right there because they smacked y'all up in that close game that you had last week. So you better take that thing off and go put it somewhere else, because that does not deserve to be there. And I see in the far right corner you got Justin Fields. I think y'all beat Justin Fields. Y'all killed Justin Fields. But still, the disrespect.
2 sacks Herbert, though? Didn't he personally get 2 sacks?
That's fine. They lost. I don't care if you get 2 sacks. You lost.
I think he's doing it about quarterbacks that he's brought to the ground. So now
I don't care. You lost.
The metaphor.
No.
It's like,
yeah, I get the metaphor, and it makes sense. Like, I get it, but I hate it because you lost. You lost. That's like being like, man, you see me dunk on LeBron yesterday, and I'm the Charlotte Hornets, and we lost by 80 points. Like, I don't care what you did. I don't care what highlight you have. You lost.
Okay.
I like Myles Garrett though. No beef. Myles Garrett, I'm a fan of you, dog.
I
don't poke on my guy. No, Justin Herbert, that's my guy, man. Herbie, I'm all about the Herbie action. Go ahead, Justin Herbert. But yeah, I thought that was funny. And another thing that was funny from the NFL is Terry Bradshaw having a hard time getting his words out when he was trying to compliment Aaron Andrews. This is something from like an old school like cartoon. The way he's like tripping over his words, it's funny. I was just waiting for his eyes to pop out of his head. Just watch the video. It's pretty funny.
You got your cowboy boots on and your shirt. You're looking good. That was nice. I enjoyed that interview. Devon White.
Bless his heart.
That's so cringy, man. The man was simping on live TV. That was so cringy. Like, and the little thing that, what you wear, this is, and Devon White was nice. Back to you in the studio. Terry, you are the studio, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Terry Bradshaw's having a rough time there. Poor Erin was, dealing with that. Yeah. And then last but not least, we have Mike Tyson spitting some knowledge on the people. And I felt like these guys were a little disrespectful. I feel like they're coming in here trying to get a meme out of Mike Tyson. And I think Mike Tyson's on point here. Now, I get it. Some people get scared and they handle insect issues the way that they handle them. But if you are, somebody that can deal with it and say you see an ant, you don't panic. You see a spider, you don't panic. If you can take it out and take it outside, then do it. All power to Mike Tyson. But here's Mike Tyson talking about the ecosystem and educating us on how life works.
So you find an ant right now on the floor. You're going to pick him up on a napkin. You're going to bring him outside.
I'm not going to do that, but I'm not going to step on him.
What?
I'm not gonna pick him up. I'm not gonna be his lifesaver, but I'm not gonna step on him.
Maybe you're gonna leave the ant then in the room just crawling around?
Well, he'll get it by. God loves him too.
So what if there's an ant problem though?
Well, I'm sure God can figure that out.
All right.
Listen, let me explain something to you, Brother Bob.
Yeah.
If all those ants died, you know the world would come to an end?
If all the ants died, would the world come to an end?
No, it will.
No, it would.
So you got to protect the ants.
No, we have to protect everyone. That's why if there's no butterflies, if there's no bees, the world comes to an end.
Yeah.
If there's no human beings, the world flourish.
What if after it stings you though? What if the bee stings you and you're pissed off and he's still alive?
Like what if there's Mike? What if there's like a
But it won't be.
problem in the
But check
backyard?
it out,
Like
right?
you're trying to swim and there's just like a huge beehive.
I can respect that too. But if you allow those bees to get you angry, then those bees own you.
Tell him, Mike.
I love that. The last line is when it killed me. I was like, I mean, he's not wrong, but it's just like that took a complete different turn. That's not what I was expecting him to go. I thought he was going to educate us some more. He's like, nah, if you let that thing get you mad, then that bee owns you. Like, oh, damn, all right, okay, come after me like that. But yeah, I mean, he's not wrong. I get in trouble all the time for it because my lady, she hates that. Because if spiders don't bother me, like daddy long legs, like they here helping us out. Like I ain't gonna crush a daddy long legs. He ain't doing nothing to me. So if I see him, yeah, I'm that guy. I'll take him out, or I'll just leave him be if he ain't doing nothing. He in the corner of a bathroom, ain't doing nothing to nobody. I'm gonna let him be. Whatever. He can crawl. If they say spiders crawl in your mouth or whatever the case may be. I don't know about it. So what if you ever heard about that? They say like on average, like I don't know. There's some stat on there. Please chat, help me out. There's some stupid stat that don't mean nothing. But do you agree with Mike Tyson on this, or are you seeing the bug, you stomping on him like no, get him out of here, get it out? Which side are you?
No,
on?
I have ran all around my house trying to catch a moth so I can let it outside. I know that spiders kill other bugs, so I'll always try to put them outside.
They help you out.
Ants are a little bit more problematic, just because they will infest your home if you don't regulate them. Right. But he's right, and I tell people all the time. It's like ants, they're worker bees. They eat stuff and that like dies on the ground, and then the excrements that they leave behind, that fertilizes the soil. The worms, toil the soil so that can get around, and then stuff grows, and then bees come, and then they help the pollen move. Everything on this planet is designed to help this planet flourish, except for us. Roaches, I don't think. Us and roaches.
That's what I was just gonna say. I was gonna say roaches and ants can kick rocks. Inside, ants outside ain't gonna bug you. But inside, when you in the house, roaches and ants, they can kick rocks. That you ain't gonna get no love from me. But spiders don't bug me. I don't care how scary they look.
We're the human version of roaches. We have no purpose on this rock.
We just here messing it up.
We mess everything up. So Mike Tyson, he didn't deliver it right, but he's actually 100% right. Side note: if you guys want to see something amazing, go on to YouTube and just search "lady who saves bees," and she literally goes in, instead of you going in and killing the bees, she comes in with her bare hands and just coax these bees out. Or if she can tell by their patterns, if maybe the reason why they've congregated some places because they don't have a queen, and bees will not move if they don't have a queen. So she'll bring a queen in and put it in a hive, and then they'll start to come over, and then she'll go in with her hands and just gently come over. Y'all go watch her. She is amazing. I love the woman who saves bees. So yeah, I agree.
Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm gonna watch it, but that's something I'm not gonna do. So Jackie Ray, can you tell us what else we not gonna do on this fine Friday?
Yeah, what we not gonna do on this Friday is nothing else. That's it. That's all we got for today, y'all. Because I didn't know everybody except for the Washington Post.
Good.
I have my little what we not gonna do rant earlier. The Washington Post, y'all are trash. Y'all can get it. Other than that, we about to start our Friday, y'all. It's needed. It's been a long week. Excited to do absolutely nothing. Well, I got to work some more today, but then after that, I'm gonna do nothing. You guys be safe, be good to each other. Maybe Chris and I will binge watch. I think my Glock in the chat said Squid. I say Squidward. What's the name of this?
Squidward. No, Squid Game.
Oh, Squid Game. Okay, I was like, oh, it is Squidward. I'm definitely watching that. I love me some Squid. But we're gonna binge watch this Squid Game, and maybe we'll give you a quick review on Monday. But y'all be safe, be good to each other.
Yes.
And yeah, just enjoy your weekend. We'll see you on Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Y'all be safe.
Yes, y'all. Jody, I hate rats. Rats can all die. I hate rats. Okay, rats, I hate. Yes, I'm with you on that, Jody. I hate rats. They're not insects. Rats suck. Bye, rats.